The waves crashed violently against the small wooden boat, rocking it like a fragile leaf caught in a storm. Fatima held her youngest daughter, little Amina, tightly against her chest, as if shielding her from the terrifying darkness all around. Her husband, Kareem, was at the helm, struggling to keep the boat steady. Their two older children, Sammy and Noor, sat close by, shivering from cold and fear. They had left behind everything they ever knew. Their home, a small village torn apart by war, was now nothing but rubble. They were poor, hard-working farmers and shopkeepers who had struggled for years just to provide a simple life for their children. But now, those dreams were shattered. Fatima's heart ached as she thought about the life they once had, the laughter echoing in their humble home, the smell of fresh bread baking in the morning, the warmth of neighbors who were now gone forever. Poverty had never been kind to them, but war was crueler still. That night, on the dark sea, every crashing wave felt like a test of their will to survive. The engine sputtered and stalled. Kareem's hands shook as he tried to fix it, knowing that if they stopped moving, the waves could pull them under in an instant. "Stay close," Kareem whispered, trying to sound strong, but Fatima saw the exhaustion in his eyes. "We're almost there, almost." It was the word that kept them going, even when hope felt like a distant dream. Fatima closed her eyes and prayed silently for safety, for a future where her children could live without fear, for a life beyond hunger and despair. Suddenly, a massive wave crashed over the boat, drenching them all in icy water. Sammy screamed, and Amina clung tighter to her mother. For a terrifying moment, it felt like the sea would swallow them whole. But somehow, the boat righted itself, and the storm passed. As dawn broke, a faint outline of land appeared on the horizon. Hope sparked in their weary hearts. Kareem shouted, "Land!" And for the first time in days, the children smiled. But reaching shore was only the beginning of their struggle. They found themselves in a crowded refugee camp, surrounded by others who had lost everything. The tents were cramped, food was scarce, and sickness was everywhere. Despite these harsh conditions, Kareem and Fatima never lost hope. Kareem took on any honest work he could find, sometimes paid barely enough to cover a meal. Often, they ate leftover food given by kind strangers or from local shelters. Every day and night, they prayed to God, asking for ease and a better life, trusting that their patience and faith would be rewarded. Kareem remembered the words from the Quran, "Indeed, Allah commends you to render trust to whom they are due, and when you judge between people to judge with justice." Surah An-Nisa 458. This verse reminded him that honesty and integrity must guide his actions, no matter how difficult the situation. One day, while working at a hotel, a family accidentally left behind their purse containing $10,000. For Kareem, who was struggling to earn barely $900 a month, this was an unimaginable amount. Yet, instead of keeping it, he found the contact number left in a review and immediately reached out to return the purse. The family was overwhelmed with gratitude and insisted he keep a reward. But Kareem politely refused, saying, "I only did what my faith teaches me to be honest and just, even when no one is watching." Their generosity was boundless, but Kareem's faith and principles were stronger. This act of honesty not only preserved his dignity but also deepened his hope that, with God's help, their hardships would turn into blessings. A few days later, that same family from the hotel came back to see Kareem. They were deeply touched by his honesty and kindness. Despite their own wealth, they saw something rare in Kareem, a man of integrity and faith. They offered him and his family a place to stay, a job as a driver with a good salary, free food, and a room to live in. For the first few months, Kareem and his family lived comfortably. Kareem took great pride in his work, driving the family's children to school and helping out wherever he could. But as immigrants, they faced constant challenges. The police would stop Kareem often, questioning and harassing him. One day, while Kareem was dropping the children at school, police pulled him over and took him to the station without clear reason. The incident caused him serious problems, and it took the family's tireless efforts and resources to get him released from jail. Though the family wanted to keep Kareem with them, The constant harassment made life unbearable. Reluctantly, they gave him some money and urged him to move to another city, hoping he would find peace there. Kareem felt broken. He had once hoped for a better future here, but now everything felt uncertain. He struggled to find a permanent job or stable housing. Days passed on the streets, and his thoughts drifted back to his village, the place he had fled. He realized, with a heavy heart, that a different country is not always a better home. No matter where you go, your true home is where your roots lie. He wondered why he had left, even in those difficult times, because at least in his birth country, he belonged. Here, 70% of people took advantage of him because he was an immigrant. The language barrier made things harder. The cost of living was higher. His children struggled in schools where they didn't fully understand the language or the culture. Kareem was not alone. There are countless stories like his, immigrants who leave their countries for a better future but find that the new country does not fully accept them. The dream of a better life in another country often looks bright and hopeful, but many immigrants don't achieve that dream. Many cry silently, missing their homeland, regretting the decision to leave. Kareem's journey was full of struggle, pain, and moments of doubt. Yet, through every hardship, he never lost faith in God, faith in his family, and faith in the possibility of a better tomorrow. Though the new country did not always welcome him warmly, Kareem learned the true meaning of resilience. He understood that home is not just a place, it's the people you love and the hope you carry in your heart. Many immigrants like Kareem face similar challenges: language barriers, discrimination, loneliness, and uncertainty. But their courage to start over, their honesty, and their perseverance shine as examples for all of us. This story is a reminder that while the dream of a better future may be complicated and imperfect, holding on to faith and integrity can guide us through even the darkest times. What do you think? Is leaving your home country always the smartest choice? Should immigration be the path to a better life? Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family to spread awareness and understanding. And hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. Thank you for watching and being part of our community.